here to live out loud. And Shelly Berman does that better than any individual I know, in humor, in teaching, and in just the normal world of living. We need the Shelly Bermans of this world. Please welcome Shelly Berman.
This is the Southern California Publicist of the Year. Actually, it's a good thing, because without their help, the books don't go. And without the books not going, the artists don't go. We have great artistry in the writing. And so we're happy to have guys like Irwin to help. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Edward Lozzi. Beverly Hills, 2 hours exec Edward Lozzi recently appeared on national TV as a spokesperson for the Fortune 500 corporate mercenary army operating in Afghanistan to kill bin Laden. Here in the United States, he has been chosen this year's Irwiner for Publicist of the Year. He constantly impresses clients and the media, sporting over 20 years as a book, motion picture, medical, and legal publicist. As a former book editor at Dow Jones Irwin Publishing, he earned a rep as a fair and creative negotiator. More recently, he guested on CNN, the Fox News Channel, and Court TV. In the George Bush Sr. administration, he served as a media advance strategist and political consultant. With President Clinton, he was press secretary to the U.S. representative to the United Nations General Assembly. Now president of Edward Lozzi and Associates, he wins another high honor, the 2001 Irwin Award, Publicist of the Year.
I was going to make it short, but now I'm going to take out this 30-minute speech for us. I want to thank the nominating committee for this award, and for Shelly to giving it to me. Thank you so much. But rather than talk about the fact that we push books, a lot of people that are in here tonight are authors, writers, publishers, distribution people. This room is filled with the key part, not just in Southern California, but many of you are connected with New York publishing circles. I'm just honored to be part of it. We push what you people write, and some of us write as well, but I'm honored to get this award. But one thing I got on my email, which I'm going to read real quick, from a very good friend that's sitting at this table over here. And by the way, at this table is the great George Barris, who you know has created the Batmobile, the James Bond cars. Also, radio personality Magic Matt Allen, who many of you know from KISS FM. Of course, the great realtor Elaine Young, and my very good friend Anita Alfieri. Now, a very interesting fact. This is some good news, something that the media doesn't cover. Uplifting, mainstream media survival. Positive news about what happened on September 11th, believe it or not. The buildings, the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center were places of employment for 50,000 people. With the missing list just over 5,000, that means 90% of the people targeted survived the attack. The Pentagon, some 23,000 people were the target of a third plane aimed at the Pentagon. The latest count shows that only 123 lives were lost. That's an amazing 99.5 survival rate. In addition, the plane seems to have come in too low, too early to affect a large portion of the building. On top of that, the section that was hit was the first of 5 sections to undergo renovations that would help protect the Pentagon from terrorist attacks. It had recently completed straightening and blast proofing, saving untold lives. This attack was sad, but a statistical failure. The planes, American Airlines Flight 77. This Boeing 757 that was flown into the outside of the Pentagon could have carried up to 289 people, yet only 64 were aboard. Luckily, 78% of the seats were empty. American Airlines Flight 11. This Boeing 767 could have had up to 351 people aboard, but only carried 92. Thankfully, 74% of the seats were unfilled. United Flight 175, another Boeing 767, could have had 351 people. Only 65 people were on board. Fortunately, it was 81% empty. United Airlines Flight 93, the most uplifting story yet. The smallest flight to be hijacked with only 45 people aboard out of a possible 289, with 84% of its capacity unused. Yet these people stood up to the attackers and thwarted a fourth attempted destruction of a national landmark, saving untold number of lives in the process. Out of potentially 74,280 Americans directly targeted by these inept cowards, 93% survived or avoided the attacks. That's a higher survival rate than heart attacks, breast cancer, kidney transplants, and liver, all common survivable illnesses. The hijacked planes were mostly empty. The Pentagon was hit at its strongest point. The overwhelming majority of people in the World Trade Center escaped, and a handful of passengers gave the ultimate sacrifice to save even more lives. That's the good news. I know it's not that uplifting, but it's not the end of the world. So, again, thank you very much for this award tonight.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you. When a man gets an opportunity to talk about himself and decides really to give us something to hope for and to feel better about even in this kind of condition, I think he is to be thanked. Thank you very much.